Hey everybody, welcome back to Pixel Junkies. I'm Aaron with Andrew.
I'm Andrew.
We're playing Jedi Academy. And we're installing, I guess, bombs.
Yeah.
There's bombs. So why are we blowing this up?
I don't know. We got asked to.
Oh.
And jump from the tower.
And they said pretty please, so.
Yeah.
I see.
They were like, Jaden, can you go blow this up for us? You were like, yes, sir.
In a southern, like, Louisiana accent.
Aaron with his noisy bottle.
I gotta open my beer, sorry. Noisy bottle.
Noisy bottle.
Yeah, I blew out the audio, something sick.
You should amplify that sound. Sounds like super loud.
So like a minute ago, it was like... I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, wow.
I forget, wow, it looks like they're moving.
Nope.
Just hovering in place.
It's like Halo.
A random penis coming on the screen, though.
Uh-oh.
Okay, here's the plan. I served
Well,
ships back in my imperial.
looks like this is the end for them.
Was this the last episode?
Yeah. No.
It's not actually.
No,
It's
it
hilarious
is not the last episode.
Once we die.
What is happening is we got captured by Imperials.
I was gonna say something and I forgot what it was.
Something about being captured?
No.
Have you ever been captured by Imperials?
Yeah, once, twice.
How did it work out?
I try not to remember it. I used my triple lightsaber.
Oh, what
and,
the frig I'm doing here, man? I'm just
oh,
jumping around and... I don't think I killed anybody.
oh yeah, I forget what episode it was, but I watched it recently, one of our episodes. And, what the fuck are you doing? That guy must be like, what the fuck? Alright, I'm gonna finish my thought, I promise. I watched an episode the other day of one of our videos. I forget what it was, but I censored something. I think it was you said, or maybe it was Jordan. I forget what it was.
Said what?
I censored it with something that you said, like, huh? And that was the censor.
Oh.
Like, I don't want to call him a huh. And then later on in the episode, you say huh. But it's like, it was basically just what you said. Like, the only reason that really loud audio of me opening this bottle would make any sense is if you listen to the minute of audio that comes after it. Like, what? Yeah, that's what, I don't know, it reminded me of that for some reason. Watch that episode.
This guy!
This, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah, after I pull out the gun.
He's stuck to the wall. What the fuck just happened to him?
He got disintegrated.
He like beamed up or something. He got beamed into a different universe with Star Trek.
My planet needs me.
Why do they use spice racks to carry guns? Like super...
They're not spice racks.
They are. Look at the friggin' things. Spice racks. They're like bullet racks. Lead racks.
Bullet racks. Individual bullets.
They're racks from Borderlands 2. And also the first one, because they were in the first one as well.
Yes, they were.
My vote for most annoying creature in game ever.
Nope. You haven't spent any much. You haven't spent enough. What
Finish
am
your
I saying?
The hell's that? When is this Fallout?
It's T-61b.
T-51.
T-51.
Winterized armor. Because it's sort of got a greenishness going on. It's fucking Fallout. This is what it is. Even though Fallout wasn't out at the time and was not in 3D.
Actually, it was totally
well, it
out
was,
at the time.
but the armor.
And they had that armor too.
Yeah, but it wasn't 3D.
They had. Yeah, they know what it looks like though.
Yeah.
From all the.
I'd say that's where it came from.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
You haven't been. I said Rax are the most annoying enemy, and then you said you haven't.
Oh, Morrowind.
Oh.
The cliff racers in Morrowind.
Don't know what they're.
Yeah, I know. Because that would have been your answer if you had...
Didn't get very far in Morrowind because I didn't play it when it was new.
Wow. It's the best Elder Scrolls.
Played it for a bit, got to the yes guy.
Oh, yes!
And I also got to the guy who randomly falls out of the sky for no reason, even though there's a reason. And then I think I got after that bit where you like go off on your own, and I didn't know what to do, and lost interest also because
yeah, you didn't get very far.
Oblivion was out, and Skyrim was almost out at the time.
I wouldn't even say you finished the prologue, to be honest.
No,
like
not really.
The tutorial.
I didn't like the fact that it wasn't voiced. I mean, I probably would have accepted it had Oblivion not been out at the time, but Oblivion has been out for, you know, forever since I started playing Morrowind, and the game is fully voiced, so... Like, the first 5 lines in Morrowind... The first 5 lines in Morrowind is like, oh yeah, this game is fully voiced. And then you get to the bit where you start playing and it's all just text.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh... Whatever.
That's how games were, man.
Yeah.
That's how shit used to be.
Either fully voice it or don't voice it at all. Is how I look at it. Because I don't know. It weirds me out, I guess.
I'm just running around in circles here.
You don't know what part of the game you're going to get to where it's going to be voiced, but probably all the main story missions are voiced.
Almost none of it is voiced.
Except for the first 2 minutes and probably the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
This game has
cutscenes are voiced.
16 megs of audio.
Oh, here we go. Cutscenes are voiced. That's it. You got the beginning bit as well. Have you played Dawnguard?
Nope.
Okay.
I have not finished the main...
There's a returning character in Dawnguard.
Oh, from Oblivion or Morrowind? You're not gonna say.
I'm not gonna say.
Okay. Probably Joffrey or
out.
Martin. It's probably Martin.
No, it's
like, hey, look at me, I'm a dragon.
It's nobody really important.
Oh.
But it also ties into the Cliff Racer thing.
Well, it would have to be somebody that can live a really long time.
Oh, crap.
So...
Or would it?
It would. Skyrim takes place 200 years after Oblivion.
Or would it? I don't know what
I'm assuming there's some like loophole here, like they fucking travel through time or something.
Fellas? Seriously?
What?
Seriously, fellas? Oh, yeah.
These guys? In their Fallout armor?
Shit.
Oh, you're dead.
I think part of my body blew off then, but I'm not sure. It may have blown off.
Or is it like a returning character? Like a guy with a name or somebody with a name? Or is it like a returning NPC animal that you can kill?
It's a name. Guy with a name. Want me to spoil it? Because you'll never get it unless you know it.
No, sorry.
Alright. It's an Easter egg. It's not something like, hey, remember me from Morrowind?
Oh.
It's just like, hey.
Oh, wait, he's a vampire.
Or is he?
That would be the loophole. He would have to be a vampire.
Or is he?
So he would have been a vampire from the last game, unless he turned into a vampire between games.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Unless it's your main character from the last game who ends up getting turned into a knight. I was gonna say nightmare. Into a fucking vampire so he can be in the next game. Or she. Or whatever it is.
Or is he?
Anyway, whatever.
Did you play Shivering Isles?
I did.
Did you finish it?
Oh, so the Mad King? He was in the main game anyway.
I'm not talking about him.
Oh, okay. Yes, I finished it.
Sheogorath.
I finished everything in Oblivion. I've 100%ed it.
Okay.
Achievement-wise and also mission-wise.
Achievements.
Well, the achievements were easy in Oblivion. They're pretty easy in Skyrim, too, honestly. I didn't finish the main story yet in Skyrim. I mean, I love the game to pieces, but I find it really difficult to start playing it. Because I want to know that I have no other responsibilities for like the next 16 hours. Like I just
Isn't it great? Isn't it great though once you know that?
Yeah, it's like, alright, I have enough time now where I don't have to talk to anybody, I don't have to go out anywhere, I don't have to do anything, I don't need to work. I'm just gonna play Skyrim and I can... What the fuck? That's when you play Skyrim, is those chunks. I fucking hate that word. in chunks like that where you can just not do anything. He has this cut under his eye, or a really weird scar. Anyway, yeah. That's why I haven't finished it yet. But I have gone into...
I did nothing.
I have gone into, like, whatever it's called, like, the editor. What is it called?
Creation kit?
The creation kit, yeah. I've gone into that.
For Skyrim.
For Skyrim, yeah. And
it wasn't called Creation Kit for past games.
No,
it was called...
It was the GEC for Fallout.
It was GEC for Fallout. It was something else for...
Anyway, whatever. Don't matter. So I went into that and I found a bunch of levels that I never would have known about without using the creation kit. Like, I think I told you about it. I found this maze. Like this massive maze.
Yes.
I was like, it has nothing to do with the story. It's just some like random maze thing. I was like, what the hell is this? So I like flew around it and looked at it and shit. And then I ended up finding it in my single player game, like actual game. And the quests involved with it was pretty sweet. But I mean, there's so much shit in that game that you would never find otherwise.
No.
Like, there's no way I would have ever found out about that maze without, like, pulling up that level, pulling up that area, and, like, flying around it and shit. Really cool level. Favorite quest in Skyrim without spoilers? Like, non-story based quest.
Main story based or
Yeah, non-main story.
in Skyrim?
Yeah. Should talk about Star Wars, but
No, whatever.
we're on the
dude.
Bethesda thing because they have Fallout armor, so whatever. Favorite quest?
Come back to me. Give me a second to think.
Okay. Mine in Skyrim.
I can tell you my favorite in Oblivion easily, but
Oh yeah? What's your favorite Oblivion then?
trying to remember the name.
You don't even know the name of the quest.
It's a Dark Brotherhood quest.
Oh, okay.
The one in the house.
Where you gotta like go to some guy's house and it's like a lighthouse or something?
It's a party they're having. They're throwing a party and you gotta assassinate all the guests.
Oh, I know the one you're... Yeah, okay.
And you can like make them gang up on each other and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
That was the greatest quest.
That was really good. That was a really good quest.
Easily the best quest in any Bethesda game.
Yeah, so the people who haven't played it, you're a bunch of people are asked to a house party. And I don't know what the incentive was. Like, it was like some reward or something.
Oh, look at this.
But that's cool.
Shitty turret section.
But yeah, clearly because the fucking space texture is garbage. But it's basically the last person left alive gets whatever the reward was or gets something. I forget what it was. It's been a while since I played it. But anyway, you kill all the guests, like Andrew said. You can either
Well,
kill
your
them.
contract is to kill them all.
Yeah. You can just like go in like, you know, guns blazing more or less, even though there's no guns, and just kill everybody. Or you can like pick them off one by one. So then like, you know, somebody will find a body and they're like, oh, who killed that person? And, well, I think it was you. And then they'll like kill another guy.
It's not based on who finds bodies. You can kill somebody and stash their corpse and they'll never find it and they'll be like, this guy's dead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
The thing about Bethesda games, the story is really cool if you make up the story.
No, but it's if a guy is dead, then they'll team up on each other. It's based on if they know that you did it or not.
A lot of my enjoyment from... I keep pressing the wrong button here. I think... Oh, get back to your ship. Okay.
Oh, so you don't even need to be doing this.
I did have to do this, but I finished
Yeah,
it.
whatever.
What was I saying?
There are loopholes in Bethesda games.
What I love about Bethesda games
Flaws.
is it's a game... They are games where your imagination gets rewarded more so than other games.
Yeah, because they don't tell you to do it a certain way. They just say,
they don't.
here's this.
And they don't tell you everything either. Your character has no story. Your character has no personality.
Yeah,
right?
so you sort of craft your own thing.
You craft it yourself.
Which is
your
the definition of role-playing.
Exactly. They are the best role-playing games. In my opinion, some people enjoy games where you're given a specific role to play more, like BioWare games.
I'm not big on stories like that though.
Like Mass Effect.
Yeah, like I like any Bethesda game over Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Or Dragon Age.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Just because it's so open-ended. There's nothing is set in stone. Like this is the way it is.
Right.
You're just given this massive universe sandbox to do whatever you want in, play the character you want to be. That water is really friggin' blue. It's water.
That's not water.
Oh.
We're on a ship
It's a
in
shield.
space.
I didn't fucking know. You get pool water. You can chill out and buy a pool. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna jump in the pool, and then they just fall out into space.
Stormtrooper pool party.
Yeah.
2014.
But
Bring a friend.
my favorite quest in Oblivion, I really love the quest that you mentioned. It was probably, top 5. My favorite one was, just to sort of really add emphasis to the open-endedness, was one where I picked up, and I'm sure I've told you this story before. But
in Oblivion?
Yeah, in Oblivion.
Yeah.
And I'll just tell it to everyone else. It was a journal I picked up. It was just like a random book. Like I just found it in like a hole somewhere. Not dependent on any mission or any story. But I started reading it because I in a lot of the like the Oblivion, whatever it is, universe games, I try to read a lot of the literature there.
Uh-huh.
And I ended up reading this journal, and it started mentioning like locations. So I went to the location they mentioned because it was in the province that was in Oblivion, Cyrodiil. So I went there, and then like the further entries in the journal started mentioning further things, like he was going on this trek. So you could pretty much follow this guy's footsteps as he was writing in the journal.
Right.
And eventually you could go to this completely different spot that was like not even in the main map. Like you'd go through a tunnel and you'd come out in a different area that wasn't even on the mini map. Mm-hmm. And then there was like a treasure you could get and like different enemies and stuff that I hadn't seen in the main game. So I was like, again, another one of those things that you would never see without just actually sitting down and reading a book that you found.
Yeah.
There's so many little things in that game. Hey, look, it's Boba Fett.
It is Boba Fett.
But yeah, that was why that one was my favorite quest in quotations, because it wasn't really a quest.
So this, I'll tell you my favorite quest in a second. This takes place after the movies. Boba Fett didn't die.
Yeah, because there was a book about it, wasn't there? Or a comic or something?
There's something about it, yeah.
Basically,
He was originally supposed to die, but fans were like, no, he's my favorite. So Lucas
Just
retconned
watch Robot
it.
Chicken for the answer. He goes into a Sarlacc, and then he comes out of it again somehow, and he's fine. End of story. You already said your favorite one, though. So.
Oh, that's Oblivion. I thought you were talking about Skyrim.
No, that was Oblivion. What's your favorite Oblivion, or Skyrim?
Skyrim?
Yeah. That was an Oblivion quest I mentioned.
I know. You asked about a Skyrim quest.
Yeah. So you figured out what your Skyrim thing was. Skyrim answer.
Destroy all weapon.
You got a minute.
6 weapon caches left. It would probably have to be one of the Thieves Guild quests, to be honest.
Thieves Guild.
Yeah. I was let down by the Dark Brotherhood and
Aren't they
Skyrim.
just like do these same Radiant missions 100 times? And
It's
get
not just Radiant missions.
How do you get?
I did enjoy the Dark Brotherhood quest where you have to go assassinate someone at a wedding, at a royal wedding. I did enjoy that.
Yeah, it was
quest.
like a party thing.
Yeah, you could sneak up to the top balcony and snipe him with an arrow.
Or not.
Or not, you could just run up and stab him.
I forget how I killed those guys.
I like open-ended missions like that, and I guess the Thieves Guild is like that too. If you're really good
I poisoned them.
Oh yeah?
I think I poisoned them actually, because nobody knew about it. I poisoned them somehow. I don't know if I like put poison on their body. I don't know. Does that poison them? If you put poison on them?
I can't remember.
Or maybe it was a poison spell or something that I had.
No poison apples in Skyrim. I remember in Oblivion you got poison apples. I duped the shit out of it, and then just left poison apples everywhere I went, so all the NPCs started dying from a poison apple epidemic. It was so fun.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, I remember I was standing, like, because they were up on a balcony, right?
Yeah.
And they're, like, giving their speech. And then they just died, and nobody knew what happened. And I was just standing down there with, like, my arrow on my back and shit, and Like, what? That happened. There's an intruder on here. Get back here, intruder. It was funny. But I like that you can do shit like that, though. That
Yes.
and that the system will, like, not encourage, but allows for that to happen. Because, I mean, in a lot of games, it's like where an authority or an enemy is after you. It doesn't matter, like... I'd say in a lot of other games, you could have done the same thing. Like, poison them. Nobody knows you poison them. And then as soon as they die, they're like, it's you. And then they chase after you and kill you.
And they didn't know it was you after they died?
No.
That's
They're just
cool.
like...
That is cool. Every time I've done it, they've you know...
The guards started, like, running around like they were chasing the guy, but they didn't chase me.
Okay.
I don't know if it was like a glitch or if... I'm assuming it was supposed to happen. You're supposed to kill Boba Fett?
No, you're supposed to destroy weapon caches. You can't kill him.
Well, come back next time.
Come back next time when we kill Boba Fett.
I was going to say chill out with Boba Fett, but you can kill him if you want. See you next time.